Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that happened to me when I was younger and taught me a major lesson. And much younger. It was when I was, I think, in the 8th grade. So I would have been, 13 years old, just now a teenager. And I was in a classroom, that's why I said 8th grade. And it was about the teacher that we had. He was a man, and he, people did, you could hear gossip about him or people's opinions about him, other students, other teenagers. And basically they were saying he's real tough and real, tough and bossy and, along this line, like nobody liked him. Of course, not everybody would say what they thought of him, but yeah, the reputation was he was just too tough. Yeah. So anyway, it was in a history or government class, and I would say government, and the teacher was talking to the class and said that he wanted us to think about what he's talking about, and then for us to, I think it was to give our opinions on which one would we choose, and why, our own opinions of which one would we choose and why would we choose it over the other one and what's good about it, like that. And it was the difference between Republican and Democrat. Now this was way back then. And he did his, he did a great job of just explaining each one, what each one is like and what do they think and stuff like that, without any, trying to make without any bias or agenda, biases. Okay, anyway, so he had us think about it. But I was real energetic, really wanting to answer and all this. So I raised my hand. Well, I don't know if it was stage fright or a mixture of stage fright or if I just didn't do one thing. But anyway, when he called on me, I answered, but it was the same thing he said. The problem with that was, well, what he did, he didn't, chastise me because why would he want to, listen to me, because all I was doing was repeating what he said. And he just didn't pay attention. He just, once I said it, he just turned away and went to the next person. Anybody else, he commented on their thoughts. But it was very humiliating for me, is the point I'm getting to. It's humiliating because he just listened to me and turned away. Basically that's like when you just repeat what somebody else says. And they just said it. That's like kind of like in school, cheating on a test. Okay, so really, why would he pay any attention to me, to what I had to say, since it was just the same thing as he said? And the problem was, I didn't stop long enough. I was wanting to answer, be one to answer, raising my hand and all. I just didn't stop to engage my brain and think. My own opinion, not his, not anybody else's, but my own. And who knows? I don't think I'd ever done that before, because I never remember feeling humiliated like I did then. Yeah, and I should have felt humiliated. And he wasn't a bad teacher. He just pointed out things. He didn't tell me, okay, you're cheating on this by saying the same thing I did. He just ignored it and moved on. And I think that's important that people learn that this is what can happen. You repeat the same thing somebody else said. Many people, they don't want to hear your words. That's a dime a dozen. They're just repeating what other people are saying. Engage your own brain to think of something that's not just what you heard, just then. And this is something you can see these days. It doesn't, that's a child. There's a difference when it's a child. A teenager is a child, okay? And they do something, they're learning. They're in the learning phase. But what about when you become an adult, okay? Or even older. I was 13. Even older, and you've had an opportunity to be, somebody let you know that they don't want to hear the same thing, like a broken record just from other people. They don't want to hear that. It's why would somebody want to hear everything they just keep hearing over and over and over, like in this video, me saying that? Seriously. So they've had opportunities in life, situations where people let them know that. But they keep doing it. When they're an adult, as young as 18, and they keep doing it and doing it. Yeah, that's not a good way to make friends, or I would think, because who wants to hear somebody who has no original thought, no thought of their own, who can't detach from just what everybody else says and say, no, this is how I see it, to actually go through and look at more than one side, not run for the confirmation bias of, this one said this, so therefore I'm going to find everything I can where they say the same thing. Like a video, like this person on their video said this, and it was negative. So instead of watching one that's going to be negative, watch one that's going to be positive and get a view of both sides to a story. But a lot of people these days, they just want to do the confirmation bias. Oh, this person felt negative, so this one must feel negative, and that's what they want to see. No, think for yourself, engage your brain. Look at both and say, this is how I see it, not what this other person said. And I'm not going to repeat what that other person said. I'm not going to repeat what any of them say. I'm going to make up my own mind and think for myself, and I'll have people tell me how to think. And then whenever I give an opinion, it's going to be an informed opinion. I informed myself, not just one side, but I gathered information. Then all the information could be bad too. And you can think, okay, this might not be good information all around. And there's a bias on this side, or biases on one side, and same thing on another, agendas on both sides. Yeah. People talking doesn't mean it's true. You can talk and tell lies the whole while. But yeah, that doesn't make it true just because people... Okay, anyway, this has been on my mind lately for a good reason. And, I would really love to see people opening up their minds and, making their own decisions instead of just repeating, seriously, it's a broken record. Who wants to hear a broken record from just different voices? Same thing. Saying the same thing. And, Now, like on my channels, I have it where the comments, I have to approve every comment. Nobody sees the comment other than I, unless I approve it. So none of the other viewers would see the comments. And some of them, if they're really offensive, I would, just some random person coming by and just be offensive, I would block, delete them. Comment, nobody's ever going to see that comment. And, but recently I did a video, I didn't delete any of them. Not a one. They're still there. But after that, I just got so sick of hearing the broken record. And that's why this is on my mind. That broken record, the same thing over and over and over again. Just different accounts. Same thing. Like they didn't think for themselves. And I would just skim them because it was the same thing. Like I said, so what? Big deal. Why would I want to hear all that? Anyway, didn't engage their own brain. No. Anyway, like I said, I didn't delete them. And I think I had a comment that said that I did. That it was obvious that I thought I was wrong because I deleted all the comments, which, like I said, I didn't delete them. I just didn't approve them. And the other one was that I turned the comments off because I know I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. So it would be a topic for another video about the assumptions people make. Okay, you turn your comments off because you're wrong. If I knew I was wrong, first off, the video wouldn't be up in the first place, and wouldn't still be up. But then again, I turn my videos off at some point anyway. I make them private, and have for what, 4.5 years, four and a half. Yeah, but but we all know what that is. Oh, you think you're wrong? No, I don't think I'm wrong. You think you're wrong? Did you? But the comment was after that was basically, Yeah, cheating on a test. Broken record. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click on the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.